Hey there guys, it's Ken here, and as promised, this is another Apple News update. So instead of wasting your time and giving you all of the specs and maybe even leaving out some specs, I'm going to go ahead and give you guys the link to the MacBook Pro page on Apple's website, where you can see all of the specs for each of the MacBook Pros. And if you want, you can come back to this video and go ahead and comment your thoughts on this product. But personally, I'm just going to give you my thoughts right now. Now, personally, I love what Apple did with the hardware here, specifically with the 15-inch and 17-inch MacBook Pros. You know, for upgrading those from dual core to quad core, I mean, that's just awesome. And you leave guaranteed with a quad core processor on your 15 and 17-inch MacBook, which is outstanding. The bare minimum for the 15-inch MacBook Pro is a 2 gigahertz quad core i7, which is already pretty beast. Actually, I wouldn't mind getting that myself, but I don't have the money, obviously. But yeah, that's a pretty hefty computer for $17.99, or at least for a MacBook. I mean, of course, you could get PCs for cheaper, but you know, at least the Apple tax is getting, you know, shorter and shorter and shorter, and that's just, you know, giving you more bang for your buck, I guess. Now, it's cool that Apple completely dumped NVIDIA this time, and they completely just relied on Intel graphics, which comes with the Sandy Bridge set, and you also have the AMD dedicated graphics as well if you choose to get the 15 or 17-inch models. Now, by default, all three have the Intel graphics in them, and this is shared with the main memory. This is integrated graphics. Now, once you get into the 15 and 17-inch models, you get the dedicated AMD Radeons and whatnot in them. I don't want to give you guys the specific models or the specs for those, but you can go check out the MacBook Pro specs link in the description, and there'll be all things about that in that link, so look out for that. What I didn't like was that they kept the screen resolutions for all three. Now, seeing the MacBook Air, specifically the 13-inch MacBook Air, we saw that that one has a really good pixel density. The 13-inch MacBook Air has a 1440 by 900, I believe. And this one, the 13-inch MacBook Pro, stuck with a 1280 by 800, which is the same resolution it's been for the past 4 or 3 years, rather. And that is a really good screen, but the one on the MacBook Pro is a lot better. I mean, like, I drool when I look at the MacBook Air screen. If I said MacBook Pro, I'm sorry. I'm just getting confused with my words today. But no, the MacBook Air screen is just really ridiculous, and I want that on my MacBook Pro, but looks like it's not going to happen. Now, as for the fact that there was no design change here, you know, any cosmetic changes or whatnot, I actually do like that because I am a proud owner of the first 13-inch MacBook Pro, and let's just say that I don't want the design to change so people think that I always have the new MacBook. Now, something that Apple has really held behind closed doors was Thunderbolt. Now, as some of you may have previously thought, some of you thought that Apple had got a subsidized version of Intel's Lightpeak and used it as their own. Well, not really. Let's just say that Intel and Apple have been working on Thunderbolt for a long time, and Intel has gone as far as changing up the Lightpeak website so that it says Thunderbolt, and now Thunderbolt is the standard for Lightpeak, which is incredible because, I mean, now they can't say that Apple took their own stuff, or maybe Apple bought them out, I don't know. But nonetheless, the technology is really, really cool. You can basically data transfer up to 10 gigahertz, which is pretty cool if you're going to do displays, or multiple displays rather, on your setup. And you can also get peripherals like external hard drives and whatnot and stream them via Lightpeak and get some really fast speeds. Again, it is faster than 3.0, USB 3.0, as you have heard from some other people, and it is faster than FireWire also, which is incredible. So I want to see this take off. Most likely we'll see this in like Apple's Time Machine or something like that, because That is Apple's technology, and they do have to update that. And I believe that uses FireWire also, which is pretty cool. And I would love to see that using Thunderbolt, because getting an external hard drive that goes that fast would be insane, because that would be so good for like video editing and whatnot. Bringing video from your computer to an external hard drive. I mean, going like 10 gigahertz or gigabits or whatever is just a phenomenal speed, and you could do things like transfer video literally in like seconds, where it would take like maybe like 30 seconds to do that. So yeah, that's a really cool technology, and I'm gonna be looking forward to that. Unfortunately, I don't have a freaking light Thunderbolt on my MacBook Pro here, so it looks like I'm gonna have to buy a new MacBook for college. It's a good excuse to buy the new MacBooks. I'm gonna go to college in 1.5 years. So, yeah, Mom, if you're listening, I want a 17-inch MacBook Pro. Like max it out with stuff and Thunderbolt. Lastly, what they added, what was really cool, was the HD FaceTime camera. Now, it's really cool that they added the HD camera, but I really wish that they added support for, third-party HD webcams, like from Microsoft or Logitech, because it would be cool to use FaceTime or any other third-party apps with HD cameras on my Mac. But unfortunately, there's no other solution to that. I mean, I can't use an HD camera. It's just that simple. I would even buy an external eyesight to get an HD webcam, but I don't see Apple doing that anytime soon. But that'd be something pretty cool, though. That's really it, guys. I'd like to thank you for watching. Please rate by pressing the thumbs up or thumbs down button below. I don't mind if you press the thumbs down button if you really hate me that much. Press the subscribe button above to subscribe to me, especially if you want to watch my coverage of the iPad 2. And in addition to that, you can go ahead and comment your thoughts below. And if you have any questions, I'll be happy to answer them below as well. And that's really it, guys. I'll see you later.